Men, you've heard me say this before. We can work hard, we can push hard, and we can achieve hard. But for many of us, the hardest thing we'll ever do is believe we are loved apart from performance. Today we conclude our series, Doing Hard Things. Stay with me. Welcome to I Know a Guy podcast. I'm your host, Steve Cummings, founder and chief identity catalyst at Bringing Kingdom, where we're helping men discover and live from their true identity as beloved sons. Every day we're headed to the promised land like Joshua and Caleb. Every day we're working towards that. Also, author of the newly released book on Amazon called The Father Eclipse. And today we're concluding our series, Doing Hard Things. And I think underneath everything we've talked about in this series, to be honest with you, physical courage, mental toughness, emotional honesty, relationships repair, spiritual intimacy, there is one deeper struggle that many of us carry: performance. Many of us learned very early in life, I did, that love felt connected to achievement. And maybe it came from our fathers. Maybe it was a coach or a teacher, or maybe it was from church culture or the business world, or maybe just culture itself. But somewhere along the way, many of us men internalized this message: you are valuable when you succeed, you matter when you perform, and you are lovable when you achieve. And guess what? We spend enormous energy trying to prove ourselves at work, in marriage, in our ministry, in leadership, and men, even spiritually. Many of us are exhausted because we're trying to earn what the Father already freely gives: love, belonging, and identity. And performance-driven living impacts every area of our lives. Performance-driven men often struggle to rest. We struggle with silence and stillness and awareness, weakness, dependence. Because guess what? If we stop performing, we're afraid there may not be much left underneath. That's why this series has mattered so much to me personally, because I know what performance-driven living feels like. I know what it feels like to try to achieve your way into worthiness. And I also know how father wounds quietly shape that process. That became a huge part of my own journey and eventually the heartbeat behind my book, The Father Eclipse, because many of us men are still trying to carry little boys inside us who are trying to earn approval, trying to finally hear, "I'm proud of you. You matter. You're enough." And when earthly fathers were absent, critical, emotionally unavailable, harsh, disconnected, or inconsistent, many of us unconsciously projected that same lens onto the Father. So instead of resting as beloved sons, we perform as spiritual employees, always striving, always proving, always doing. Meanwhile, Jesus constantly invited men into something radically different, into abiding, resting, remaining, and receiving. I don't know about you, but I scratch my head going, what does that mean? You see, the gospel is not perform harder so God will love you. The gospel is you're loved. Therefore, you're free to live differently. Men, that changes everything, because beloved sons no longer have to spend their lives chasing identity. We begin living from identity. And when that shift begins happening, something changes in us. We stop needing to dominate every room, to control every outcome, to win every argument, or to prove ourselves constantly. We become safer, more grounded, more present, not passive, secure. And secure men love differently. They listen differently, they lead differently, they parent differently, repent differently, and they show up differently, not because they've become perfect, but because they no longer need performance to tell them who they are. And men, honestly, I think this may be the hardest thing many of us men will ever do: receive love, not achieve it, not earn it, and not perform for it. Receive it. To let the Father love us in the places we still feel ashamed, we still feel weak, and where we still feel broken. Man, that kind of surrender takes courage. But wholehearted men are not merely physically strong or mentally tough. They're emotionally aware, relationally connected, spiritually alive, and rooted deeply in belovedness. That's the invitation, not performance, sonship.